At 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. Nice and dry for your Valentine's Day before we start seeing quite a bit of rainfall move in late in the day on Sunday. Pretty much an all-day soaker expected as we go into Sunday. But as for next week, more warm air coming into the picture, so great weather to get outside, and we're going to be dry. Roanoke about 43 right now, Blacksburg 37 along with Lynchburg and Danville, Covington at 34 and Hot Springs at 29. So wrapping up a pretty seasonable day today, but we go into the next few days with warmer air except for Sunday. And this is why. Sunday about 2 a.m., 40 degrees, cloud cover starts building in, and you're going to notice we start seeing our first few rounds of rainfall in the overnight hours Saturday night into Sunday morning. By 8 a.m., a lot more of that heavier rainfall in the New River Valley and further out to the west. But once we start going throughout the day, that rainfall starts to fill in within the entirety of our region and intensifies into some pretty significant rainfall rates at times. So certainly wouldn't be surprising to see some downpours within this system. 7 p.m., starting to see this system shift further to the southeast, and then it's out of here by about 5 a.m. on Monday, leaving behind conditions that are going to start out cloudier and wrap up a little bit more on the clear side. As for tonight, Roanoke about 27 degrees, Blacksburg 23, Lynchburg you're going to be at 26, South Boston also 26, along with Danville and Stewart at 30 degrees tonight. So again, maybe a little bit of refreezing here and there with anything that's melted. But tomorrow, we're going to be dialing it right back up into the upper 50s with Roanoke at about 57, Blacksburg 54, South Boston and Danville knocking on the door at that 60-degree margin, and Lynchburg 57 degrees. Well, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and it's going to be overall a pretty nice day. So whether you're going to the Polar Plunge in the New River Valley at Radford or you're heading out to dinner later that night, going to be a warm day. Temperatures likely in the upper 50s throughout the region, partly cloudy skies. But then we get into the Sunday again, and we start seeing that rainfall really dial up within our area. I mentioned temperatures a little bit more, and again, Saturday, it's going to be pretty nice tomorrow. We go into Sunday, dropping to 44. Keep in mind, that's when that system's coming through, so it's going to be cooler. And then 55 on Monday as we start getting more warm air flowing into the area. It brings us to 61 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday about 64, so maybe a little bit of a spring preview here within the region. So certainly something a lot of folks looking forward to after that bitter cold that we've seen here for the last several weeks. Your next 7 days, again, 57 tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. Sunday, that rainfall really starts to ramp up, starting just before sunrise. Monday brings in more clear weather, especially in the afternoon and evening, and then we're left behind with some partly cloudy skies and plenty of nice weather. Temperatures in the 60s here for the next several days next week. So overall, looking at a warm spell going into the next week of February. Monica?